Okay, this is kind of an overview of kind of a good indoor PT exercise plan. The whole plan is kind of listed by abs, then chest, back, and shoulders, and then finally legs. So it's three distinct sections to kind of target different areas of your body. We're going to go over a few of the exercises to begin with here, starting first off with abs. The first exercise is the V-up. And the thing about the V-up, it's very hard because you got to keep your legs straight whenever you do this. Trick is you're going to lay as flat as you can without stuff in your way, and then you're going to come up completely and try to touch your feet the best that you can. That's the V-up, all right? And it's kind of difficult and it's kind of hard to keep your balance, but it strengthens not only your core but also your stabilizers that are keeping you from falling over the whole time and keeping your balance. So that's the V-up, all right? That's the first exercise. The second one are side leg raises. So what you're going to do, I don't know if you can see my feet over here, I'm sticking them underneath my couch. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can anchor my feet so that I'm able to do side crunches. And the only thing you have to do with these side crunches is put your feet under the couch, and then all you're going to do is with your body completely sideways, you're going to crunch up, just like this. And this targets your obliques. And so once you do on one side, you just switch your feet over, and then you do the same exact thing on the other side. Now all the repetitions that are listed on this little layout on this workout are kind of different from person to person, so do whatever you're comfortable doing first as you get started. Also, the reverse crunch is another one of these workouts. And the way the reverse crunch works, instead of doing like you typically would, like a crunch like this, or like kind of like a half sit-up, is you take your legs and you keep your shoulders flat on the ground, and you're just going to take your legs and pick them up completely like that until you're able to raise them to about your chest level. That's called the reverse crunch. And like I said, you're going to try to do these at a repetition that's comfortable for you for getting started initially. After the reverse crunch, you have the pulse-up. This is actually something I believe that's from Pilates. And it's kind of one of those things that's a good burnout after you're done with a good workout with your abs and already worn out. You do the pulse-up and you lay flat on your back again, and you take your feet and you put them as straight up in the air as you can. And then after you do that, you're going to put your hands up to the side, and you're going to pulse very quickly, and you're going to count to 100. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 100. And that, like I said, it's a good burnout after you're done with the rest of the workouts. The next one is called the Russian twist. Now the trick of this one is to keep your feet off the ground. You're going to elevate your feet just a couple inches off the ground, and whenever you do it, you're going to take your hands and you're going to knot them together just like this, and then you're going to count a 4 count. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. Just like that. You're going to keep going. And the trick that you're doing is you try to move your entire torso as far each direction as you can. And what that does, again, it isolates your obliques and it keeps your stabilizers intact the whole time, and you can feel how tense your abs are just keeping your legs off the ground. And so then you can do those repetitions. After the Russian twist, something on the list is the buddy sit-up, and that's something that's kind of difficult to do unless you have 2 people. You can just substitute it for regular sit-ups by putting your feet under a couch or something like that. But at the buddy sit-ups, one person would actually have their legs like this, and the other person would actually sit Indian style, and the one person takes their feet and tucks them inside the legs right here, and so the weight and resistance of each other keeps you down while you're doing sit-ups back and forth. So when one person's going down, the other person's coming up, and vice versa, and you keep doing it that way, and that's the buddy sit-up. Now for the plank, it's a very simple technique. All you're going to do is you're going to get on the ground, and this is a time thing. You're going to do it for 2 minutes. You start off in the plank position, which is right here, and you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. You should use a stopwatch or whatever you have that's convenient to time it with. Hold this for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, you're going to take and you're going to lean over to one side, and you're going to do a side plank. Then you hold this for 30 seconds. After you've done hold this for 30 seconds, you're going to come right back to the starting position, hold this for 30 seconds, and you're going to close out by going the opposite direction on the side plank for 30 more seconds. So once you're done with that, you should have done 2 minutes of a full plank. And then the next exercise is called the Captain Crunch. It's kind of a funny name, but it works off of doing 30 of a set of 3 exercises. So the first one you're going to do, you're going to lay down like you're doing crunches, except for keeping your legs bent, you're going to put them all the way out straight. So with your legs out completely straight, you're going to do crunches, just like this. Legs out completely straight, and then just doing normal crunches, just like this, You're going to do 30 with your legs out flat. Then you're going to pull your knees up 90 degrees. You're going to do 30 more just like this. And then finally, you're going to go with your legs up in the air and do like a normal crunch, and then do 30 just like this. Now the important thing is whenever you're doing this exercise in any position, is instead of, you're not doing speed, you're not doing this. Every time you come up, you hold it for a second, come back down. Hold it for a second and come back down. What that does, that creates additional tension to hold the position that you've created with your abs. So another one here is called the mofo. I know it's got a crazy name, but it's a very effective workout. You're going to lay on your back again, and then with one leg up in the air about a 45-degree angle, you're going to have one leg 45, and you take your other foot and put it beside that knee of that leg. So you have one cocked kind of almost at a 90-degree angle, and then one come out at 45. And then with this position right here, you're going to do crunches, and you're going to do 25 with each leg. And you try to keep your legs as still as possible, and a lot of times it helps by pointing your toes, help you to maintain the proper technique and the proper form while you're doing it. So once you do 25, you switch over, and then you do the other leg, and you do 25 more crunches this way. And each time, like I said, you're going to hold it whenever you're coming up, just for a second or two, just to kind of hold that tension out a little bit. So that's the mofo. After you're done with that, you got to do throwdowns. Now chances are, if you're just doing this by yourself, you don't have someone to hold your legs or throw them down for you. So instead of doing that, you're going to try to find something you can grab onto. In this situation, we'll try to see how the couch will work over here. We'll just take my hands and I'm going to put them underneath the couch, and I'm going to use those to anchor off of. So my legs will come up, come down, come up, come over to the side, up, down to the middle, up, down to the other side, up, down to the middle, like that. And you're trying to maintain your back as flat as you can during this process. And every time your legs go down, you can feel your abs tightening up substantially. So you're going to alternate from the left to the middle, to the right, back to the middle, and then you start over again back on the left. And those are called throwdowns. Typically you would do those with a partner who would stand with their feet on either side of your head while you held the back of their ankles. But chances are you don't have a partner, so that's the way you can do that, to modify it without a partner. And the next one is called the rocking roll. Now the trick of this one, once again, it's best if you have a partner. I don't even know if you can do it properly without a partner. Is you're going to clench up into a ball like this, and then your partner is going to grab your feet and pull your feet down. The object of this is not for you yourself to do the sit-up, but for your partner to pull on your legs enough so that it makes your whole torso come up. But you're not doing a normal sit-up. You're actually using the resistance of them pulling on your legs and tightening all that down and locking it in place so that your abs are forced to keep your legs stationary whenever they're pulling you forward. That's called the rocking roll. Sorry, I can't demonstrate with a partner on this one. And then I think the final one we're going to look at, the rest of them are repeats. The last one we'll look at is a stop and go. Now, stop and go is just a normal sit-up. So you can put your feet underneath something, or you can do regular sit-ups without feet underneath anything. But you're going to count. So you're going to come up, and you'll come down. Then you can go halfway up and hold it, and then come all the way up. And so this, what you'll do is you'll stop in different positions at certain places for a certain amount of time. So you might say halfway up, and then hold it for a count of like 10 or 15 seconds or something like that. Then come all the way up, then come all the way down. Then you come all the way up and all the way down. Then you go halfway up again, and you can hold it for 10 or 15 seconds. This is totally up to the individual. You can hold it for as long as you want, or you can just keep going up and down, just do normal sit-ups. But that is the extent of the ab workout. And the thing is about all these different workouts is you're going to want to try to keep them going back to back. You don't want long pauses in between because it'll allow your heart rate to go down. And the trick of this, what I think works so well about doing it indoors and not having a full gym or something like that, is the ability to keep your heart rate up so that you're doing cardio while you're also doing muscle endurance and building that up.